Hey my fellow investors, this is Julius with another video. I hope all is well, and I want to say welcome back to the channel of Everyday Investors, where we are investing in the stock market to achieve our financial freedom. Now, for those of you who are new to this channel, please don't forget to like the channel and also subscribe to the channel by hitting the red button below, where you will always be notified every time I drop a video, and that way you're going to join the family of Everyday Investors. So today in this video I'm going to talk about the cost of not investing now, and I know some of you are like, I have a savings account, but that's not what I'm talking about. But before we jump into the video, a friend of mine asked me what I thought about this new announcement by Robinhood to give its customers a chance to buy into IPOs. Now, for those of you who don't know, a few weeks ago, Robinhood announced the launch of IPO access, which gives retail traders a chance to buy into initial public offerings, what we call IPOs. Now, in the past, the general public has had a very limited access to buying shares through IPOs because they are generally allocated to major investors and companies. Now, the amateur investors and traders like me and you don't have this access. And we only have access to these shares only after they have started trading at the exchanges. So Robinhood is seeking to bring these IPOs to the smaller traders as well by partnering with investment banks and getting a specific number of shares allocated for itself. Now, what's my opinion when it comes to this? Now, I believe this is a good thing when it comes to investing because generally the prices of IPO shares tend to increase during the day of listing, and so far the retail traders have been missing this action. In fact, many of the retail traders catch this action right at the top and they end up losing more than they could have gained, and all the gains are generally taken up by the major investors and institutions, leaving the retail traders to fight for the leftovers. And with this, the retail traders also have a chance to make some good gains during the day of the listing, and they can also participate in the market action with the stocks that they have bought, so they don't have to lose out. I hope that helped Mr. Brian with answering your question, and let me know what you think about this new announcement by Robinhood by leaving a comment below. Tell me what you think. Do you think it's a good thing, or do you think it's not going to make any difference? Now that we are done, let's jump into the video for today. Welcome back to the video of today. So talking about savings accounts. Now, where I come from, and that is in Uganda, Africa, I was always told to go to school, get a job, get a house, and get married. When it came to the topic of money, I was always told to save. Now, although that is a good thing, I tend to differ a little bit because when it comes to savings, let's say you have done your job and found a higher yield savings account while they are paying you 1%. Now, if we stick with this example, now on a $29,500, that would be $295 per year, which will be around $1,475 in 5 years. Now, that is not bad for just leaving your money lying around on a savings account. But that is until you calculate the opportunity cost of not investing that money. Let's use my example, right? Since I started beginning investing in 2019, I have close to $50,000, and on that money, $10,000 of that money is through stock appreciation, and that is minus how much I was paid through dividends. And by the way, one scenario is for 5 years, like I talked about, and the one for my example is 2 years. Now, I just want that to sink in, because when it comes to investing, there are more personal factors to consider, like have you set up an emergency fund? Are you accumulating funds as part of an aggressive debt repayment? Or are you anticipating a near-term big purchase like a car or a house? Now, this could be all good reasons for favoring savings to investing. However, the problem with that is that you may never see your money work for you, and savings without investing can prove to be a problem over the long term. Now, investing grows your money to a way that savings will never be able to match. Now, just look at the example that I used earlier, where you are getting $1,475 over 5 years versus $10,000 return in just 2 years. Now, with the forces of time and compounding, the spread between my potential savings returns and my potential investment returns grows wider. Now, did you know if you put $4,000 a year into a retirement account starting at age 22 can get you $1 million by age 62? Now, assuming an 80% average annual return. If you wait for 10 years to start contributing when you are age 32, you have to put more than twice as much, which will be around $8,800 a year to reach the same goal. Now, in other words, the younger you start investing, the more you can reap the benefit of compounding and long-term market gains. Now, on the other hand, the longer you say not yet or I'll wait for some other day, the more you have to contribute later to reach the same goal. But however, we can't talk about investing without talking about the excuses that people keep on mentioning to why they're not investing. One of the excuses that people talk about is, I can't afford to invest. I know that not being able to afford investing is in fact a reality to so many, because it was a reality to me. But that said, it doesn't have to be. You can cut down on your cost of living. You can refinance your debt. You can also foster additional sources of income. You have to do what you need to do in order to make some contribution to your investment accounts. The other excuse that people make is they don't know anything about investing. Now, you have to understand that no one is born with knowledge on how to invest. We all just learn it, right? Now, I want to take a moment here and address those of you who may be under the impression that because I make videos about personal finance, I am some kind of investment genius. And that is why I've had some gains, or I've enjoyed some favorable returns on my few investments. Now, the truth is, I'm new to this, but I put myself to educate myself on a daily basis. And when it comes to my investment strategy specifically, I mean the set it and forget about it, right? No fancy stock picking, day trading, or anything of that nature. The money I've earned in the market has been a result of parking my money in a few low-cost diversified index funds and letting it grow without interference. Now, with today's technology, though, you don't have to worry about having some kind of specialized knowledge to start investing. Using a simplified low-cost investment platform like Webull or Robinhood, you can begin investing by answering a few simple questions about your financial life and your future goals. Now, based on your answers, the pros will suggest an appropriate investment strategy and walk you through it on how to implement it. And it's just that simple. Lastly, the last excuse that people make is that this common excuse millennials use for not investing is the notion that keeping money in a savings account is more safe compared to investing it. Now, while the stock market can be volatile in the short term, over the course of 10 years or more, returns historically average around 7% compared to the 1% you're going to be getting keeping your money in a savings account. Savings sitting in an account with interest rate of 1% or less actually end up losing value over the long term due to inflation. Now, even with earned interest, with an example like that, you can argue that keeping all your cash tied up in a savings account is more dangerous or risky to your financial health than smart investing. Now, at the end of the day, you have to take stock of the financial life. We all have to do it. You have to start investing now. You have to strike something like someday, not yet, or any other excuses from your investment vocabulary. You have to open up an account with low-cost investing platform. You need to take advantage of the tools and technology to build your fundamental knowledge of investing. Contribute to your investment accounts and start building a financial future on your own terms. Trust me, your older you will thank the young you when the time comes, and I hope that makes sense. Anyway, we've come to the end of the video, and I hope this video today added some value to you, especially if you are just joining the journey of investing. And if you're new to the journey of investing, don't forget to subscribe and smash the like button so you can join the family of investing. I post videos weekly about investing. I also go through my portfolio, which I have with Robinhood and Vanguard. Actually, pretty soon I'll be going through my portfolio update for this month of May. Anyway, thank you. See you next time.